Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm putting together a bouquet using colors that I like to think of as a summer to fall transition. So it's not completely fall colors, but it's not completely spring and summery colors. So we've got a lot of sunny with a little bit of a blush cream colored kind of peachy rose and like some darker little small lilies of some sort in kind of a marigold color, and then some bright yellow ranunculus. Now, when putting together this bouquet, it's a little bit difficult because you're looking at least two of those flowers could be used as the focal point. So you got the bright yellow ranunculus and that kind of creamy peachy rose there. Both have that round mass, and then they are both kind of brighter colors too, believe it or not. The ranunculus is going to be a little bit brighter with the yellow. However, I want the roses to stand out more. So the way that I combat the two of them fighting for the center of attention is I'm going to group the roses together so that it seems like it's an even bigger flower than the ranunculus. So I'm trying to keep that cream color bigger, and I'm going to add more roses than I will that bright yellow ranunculus so that the cream color stands out more, the roses stand out more. And the reason why I want the roses to stand out is because they're roses. Come on, that's, perfect wedding flower. They're going to be the most expensive in your bouquet, and you really want them to have that higher prominence and stand out. You want them to be the focal flower. Of course, a bride is the focal, and then the roses, would be second to that. But I'm going to arrange these in a dome shape, as you see here, just round. It would be a good bouquet to kind of do a teardrop shape as well. I'm a sucker for a classic round dome shape bouquet. I just like the freshness of it. I do like to remove all the foliage off of the stems so that we have just the blossoms and the coloring there. You can keep the foliage on too. It's just a personal preference. I think that it gives a neater, cleaner look. However, if you can see off to the side there is some spiral eucalyptus that I've eliminated the leaves on the bottom half of the stem. So I've got a nice clean stem at the bottom to work with. And then I'm going to give the bouquet a collar of eucalyptus there, just to kind of hide my mechanics underneath the bouquet. If you were to look at it upside down, you could see where all the stems are going and where everything's tucked in between. And when you give it that collar of greenery or collar of anything, could even be a collar of baby's breath or loops of roses, not roses, loops of ribbon. It helps hide the mechanics there, and then your secret is safe and nobody knows how you made this beautiful bouquet. Once I have my spiral eucalyptus all arranged there, of course I'm always fluffing the flowers, rearranging them. My hands just aren't as strong as they used to be to hold everything in place, but yeah, always give it a good fluff, and when you're happy with it, tie it off with a chenille stem. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then of course always fluffing it there. I am going to take some wax floral tape and wrap it around that chenille stem just so it has a nice clean edge to it, and to make sure that nothing pokes out. Once that's covered, I'm going to take a wide ribbon and wrap it along the stem there. First, I'm going to measure down, cut off any wires that are poking out, and then I measure down about 2 hands length on the stem there. That way it's kind of a good measure so that the stem is not too long, where it's rubbing up against the dresses, and it's not too short where it looks silly as you're carrying it and you can't get 2 hands on it. So I always figure 2 hands and then a little bit at the end there. There's my wide ribbon. I did grab some corsage pins that I trimmed down so that they're not so long, so you don't want them poking on the other side. I'm going to fold over the end of the wide ribbon, stick a pin in it. You can also hot glue. I find that when I hot glue, I usually burn myself and get hot glue everywhere. So I've just you know, relied on these pins there, but gluing is just fine too. I could just be my bad luck with it. Pulling that nice and tight and just wrapping it all the way down the stem. When you putting in the pins, I try to get them to line up in a straight line. It's not always perfect, but it's just kind of a neater way to wrap the stems there. When I pulled tighter, I didn't cut it far enough, but I'm going to fold over that exposed end of the ribbon, stick a little pin in there, and then I'll tuck in some of the, I think it had a little bit of slack sticking down. You can always take your scissors and just kind of tuck it back up into itself. And then I'm going to put another pin into it there, and then that's just kind of a quick and easy wrap. I will put a different way to wrap your stem. I'll attach it to the end of this video. But there we go, we made it. It's kind of a summer into fall bouquet with a stem wrap. Thank you so much for watching.